Hello and welcome to another video. Once again, like yesterday's video, which probably won't make any sense to you unless you're watching this the day after you watched it. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, yeah, it's another Wii U video. This time it's Tom Clancy's Splinter Blacklist. It is Saturday night. Had a big nasty kebab and I'm now drinking a beer, so if you hear me sipping, it's me sipping some Kronenberg 1664. Mighty refreshing after a tasty kebab. So yeah, playing this last night, I was quite impressed with it. Played quite a few of the Splinter Cell games. I did kind of enjoy the earlier games, and I could see why people like them, but I did think they were a bit on the challenging side. So yeah, they're a bit more dumbed down nowadays. You can play the game like a complete train wreck. Yeah, one thing that I wasn't impressed with last night, however, is the load times. It seems to take quite a lot of time to load. Here it's loading the headquarters. Your headquarters happens to be this like big plane, and you can actually upgrade it, and gives you like extra slots for things and extra space for items to take on your missions and all, you know, just things like that, which is kind of a cool addition. Quite impressed graphics wise as well. It is visually pretty decent. One thing that does annoy me on these Wii U games is I want to actually be able to plug the headphones into the gamepad and listen to the game but play it on the TV, which you can't do. You can either play it fully through the TV with the sound or fully through the gamepad with the sound. That kind of annoys me. Oh yes, as you can see, the load times are horrendous. I'm guessing it's due to the measly 32 gig of built-in memory in this Wii U. Here we go, finally into the game. Right, so this is your little plane type thing. Yeah, I'm guessing the loading issues are to do with the small amount of storage space. Of course it's solid state, and that means that games don't install themselves on the storage space, for instance like a PS3 game would do. The Xbox 360 that uses DVDs, so that doesn't really have this issue. But yes, the Wii U technology is like very similar to Blu-ray discs, I think, and therefore has slow read times basically.
I'm still trying to build a workaround to grab a feed. Just give me 2 minutes. Sorry to interrupt. The President's office confirms 3 dev routines are prepped and standing by.
Thanks, Ollie. Make sure they're ready on our go.
You know what? Just give me this. That's where the cash dropped in my account was a wire transfer.
You guys have any updates on that potential fourth location?
We're just completing the trace now. Looks like the transfer came
Skip
from...
the little intro and launch mission.
Need to be on the ground as soon as we're over the camp.
Yeah, the storyline, there's a military base that gets, like, some people blow it up at the start. Sam Fisher's on his way in a helicopter and it crashes. I don't know, I couldn't really understand what was going on. Well, basically it's like global terrorists that you try and stop. Something called the Blacklist, hence the name of the game. And here you got custom loadouts, smoke and sticky cams. Yeah, sticky cam of that. Yeah. And then we can also use the money that we earn from the missions to buy stuff, but I don't have much money because I spent it on upgrading the Paladin. Right, so how do I do this? Let's go back and B to exit and launch mission. Yay! So I do like the way that these later Splinter Cell games, the more recent ones, give you more sort of freedom. In the older games it was, you had a gun, but you know, if the enemies found you and were alerted, they'd just murder you instantly. So I do like the way that, you know, you can knock the difficulty down and just play the game how you want to play, experiment and that sort of thing. Obviously there is parts of the game that are, you know, completely linear, but there is a little bit of freedom. And once again the horrendous load times showing their faces. How long is that now? We've not actually got into a mission. 6.5 minutes it's saying it on the capture device. Come on. Right, we look at the gamepad. We're on a parachute. Okay. Right, so I'm looking at the gamepad here. You won't be able to see this, but got like a right, that's just outrageous. Yeah, it was like an overhead fucking spy camera type thing. So what happens if we switch to play on the gamepad? That's still the same. So we're gonna quit that one. We're gonna continue. Not continue, obviously. We're gonna quit it because that kind of sucks. That's the only problem with the Wii U. When you're trying to record a video and it does actually use the gamepad, it doesn't pick it up on a capture device. You know, you got to use the external camera. Right. So I've need to return to the Paladin. Nothing's actually happening yet. I need to switch back to play on the TV. This video is just going horrendously. Would be going a lot better if the load times weren't diabolical though, so it's not all my fault. And if it hadn't have jumped into a mission that forced me to use the gamepad. The reason I had to quit was because by the looks of it, it was something that took, you know, quite a length of time to actually complete on the gamepad, and I didn't want to bore you with just this screen saying look at the Wii U gamepad, which I've inadvertently ended up boring you with anyway. But yeah, loading horrendous on this game. So if loading times really bother you and you're not interested in playing on the Wii U gamepad, which I'm not really bothered about doing, to be honest, pick this game up on the PS3 or the 360 or the PC. I assume it's available on all that. Right, so now we've gone back to the Paladin and play on TV, there we go. Right, so all of that to get back to the TV. Yay. Right, so we need to jump onto a different mission. You got like multiplayer stuff on here, and try this. 40 missions. What? I don't know. So I'm guessing this is just going to be stuff that's not really story related, but we'll have a go on it. Exit and launch the mission. Not going to piss about with all that loadout stuff, and hopefully when after this takes 5 minutes to load, we'll actually be into the game and you can see some gameplay. The last game that I played with load times this bad was Deus Ex Human Revolution on the Xbox 360. Such a great game that I do actually own it, the Wii U Director's Cut, which thankfully doesn't have load times as bad as the original, so can't stress how annoying these load times are, but at least it gives me time to drink beer. Alright, so here we are. So I don't think this is really a story mission. It's going to be a generic, like, find the arms or whatever. Right, so we got this cover system, and if we wait for him to hopefully turn around, there we go, we can dive across like that into some cover. We can whistle. No, I want to whistle, not pull my gun out. How do I... Oh, bugger. Right, so we can wait for him to come past now. Come past then. Moron. And then, we can do that and fail. And then pop some caps in this guy's ass. Ugh. Damn. So, level that we have to use stealth on. Yeah, I mean the game that the level I was playing last night, it didn't really matter if you broke stealth. You could just play the game just shooting people, but it does make the game, deal easier if you do keep, in the shadows and all that good stuff. You should also really hide the bodies. And we got this like little execute thing where we can mark somebody, and then we hit the X button. You can mark up to 3 targets and then use the X button to dispatch them all at once. Kind of cool, kind of useful. And we can go into sort of crawling, which is better for stealth, using the left stick by clicking it. So I'm going to open this door and mosey on in. There's probably another way. I mean, there's a window there. So yeah, this is what the game is like. With regards to choices. I dropped to ledge. Is there anywhere I can go here? Switch to night vision. Doesn't look like it. Interesting. So we'll climb up. We could probably turn the lights off or something, you see, on that room. It does look like I'll just get annihilated. There we go. If I flip the... No, not shut the door. Flip the bloody light switch. No, not open the door. Flip the bloody light switch. Alright, and is that just for the hall? Right, so that's just for the hallway.
How's that door done?
Yeah, so he's going to come over here now, is he? Let's just dispatch him, see what happens. And mark that guy up there. And when he goes red, which he should do, we shall execute him. Yay! So that is that dealt with. How do we get off? There's some more dudes here. Don't know where they are. Showing up on the map, but I can't see them. So what are we doing with the router then? Hack. So he's going to hack that. Job done.
Everybody checks out. One down, go.
And I'm guessing we're going to try and get upstairs. Going to night vision. Oh dear. Whoa, fuck. Dog. Yeah, there's dogs in this game.
That didn't sound good.
And they will just sniff you out and just annihilate you.
Show dog, purebred.
Let's go up here. Kind of dark lurking in the shadows. Right, we've got up here then, we've got a searchlight. Open this door here. Oh bloody hell. There's bloody bad guys. Didn't bloody tell me that. Oh dear, get in fucking... And he ends up in the pool, which is cool. Bloody hell. They're gonna find me all up in that bitch. Can we, oh shit, I pressed the wrong button there. Error. You motherfucker. So yes, oh, and it sends me right back to the start, which is not nice. We'll go at it again. Take this little bitch out here. Shell problem, bitch. Try and take him out, shoot him in the head straight away. Nice and efficient. Jump right in here. And hopefully I can mark.
What's that?
This little bitch out. And we shall hack that shit again.
Everybody checks out. One down, two to go.
Try this door over here this time. Dual breach, so that takes requires a second player via co-op, which kind of sucks. What's that dog? Shut up, pooch.
That didn't sound good.
Click the right stick to reload. And upstairs. I'm gonna try this door this time, I guess. Although it's kind of not really in the direction that I want to be going in. Nearly in. bloody door doesn't open. It's no good, is it? Oops. Ladders. Oh, can I get up there? Yeah, I can. And up we go. And we shall dispatch of him using the execute. And we shall hack this light.
Active. Just one more to go.
And we go back the way we came. Oh fuck. Found the dead dog. I need to dispose of it properly and my error. Right. Dispatch that motherfucker and try and find how I get to this other bit that I need to get to. There's a ladder there. Go down it. Go down it then, you muppet. And there's a phone, is there? How do we get to it? Can we smash this window? Nope. Can we walk across there? Nope. Right, so that sucks. Can we go around this way? Ah, here we go. That's more like it. Oh god, there's lasers. Christ. I've not come across these fuckers yet. Oh bugger. That was close. Very close. Fuck. God knows how I managed to get through that bit. That was solid. Right, get out of bloody crawling around mode. Do I have to actually point at it? And we can hack it now. Yeah! Kind of disappointing that there's nothing to do on the Wii U gamepad while it's hacking. You'd thought there'd be some sort of like little hacking mini game going on.
Your next move is to get out of there.
Right.
Quiet and noisy.
Keep it quiet and get to the dock for exfiltration.
Let's get out of this bitch. Double time. Open this door. Which has bathroom in it. Oh fuck. So yeah, seeing as I'm running out of time for the video anyway, you kind of get the idea. It's a really solid Splinter Cell game with some excellent sort of new ideas with the little upgradable headquarters, and you know, you get a bit of freedom. Kind of reminds me in a way of the last Hitman game. Can't remember what that was called nowadays. Now I come to mention it. Hitman. But yeah, that one, that good Hitman game that was the last one released. Yeah, kind of reminds me of that a bit, but in a less sort of quirky environment. But yeah, definitely a solid game, and one of the better Wii U sort of third-party titles. Even though it does have horrendous load times, but I think that's mostly to do with the storage format that the Wii U uses, so it's not really the developer's fault as such. So once again, unfortunately, the camera cut me off this time while I was playing Splinter Cell Blacklist, and I was basically just saying what a good solid title this is, and it basically reminds me of Hitman, the last game in the Hitman series. Can't remember exactly what that game's called off the top of my head, but I did play through that on the PS3, and this game kind of reminds me of that. I was also saying it's one of the better third-party releases for the Wii U, although there's, it's a dying breed nowadays. Most developers sort of jumping ship from the console. But yeah, overall it's a great game. The only downside to this Wii U version is that the load times are absolutely atrocious, basically. But if you're a fan of Splinter Cell, or for example the Wii U is the only console that you own, then I'd recommend picking this game up, because there's hardly an abundance of great third-party titles on the system. And here I'm just running around killing some people. Bugger the objectives, or just kill people. There was a door here, wasn't there? Oh, bloody pooch. You bastard. Dog isn't very efficient, really. But yeah, check it out. It's a top quality, solid Splinter Cell game.